Hi guys, how are you? Hope you're good, hope you're fine. Welcome back to this channel. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. If you are returning subscriber, welcome back. This is the place to be, learning more about GAF, telling our experience, and let's do this together. And we try to encourage each other so that you don't feel left out, you see. So if you are new here, please consider subscribing, consider liking, consider sharing. Let's grow together. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, I really appreciate. From 0 subscribers to now we are almost 1 something subscribers. Okay, it's all about God, and it's all about you friends who are considering my channel to be one of those growing channel and to become a best channel. Please, if you come along with my video, please consider subscribing. Let's grow together, and let's hope more is coming on your way. So as you have seen on the title, today I'm talking more about deportation. For those runaways, come, let me give you some tips. Let me give you what to expect when you go to the deportation center. And before I did a video, if you go down to my videos, you'll see I did a video talking about the deportation in Saudi Arabia. And in that video I said I have been deported twice. Yani, how am I supposed to be called? Yani, si kichwa ngumu. I don't know I call myself kichwa ngumu. I don't know I call myself, oh, what is that name? Okay, though that name, whatever you want to call me, I'm that. But anyway, we always do this because of our family, of something that we are going through. That's why we always land away. So today I want to talk to every runaway, especially who are in Qatar. And if you have a friend, you know, maybe she's working in Qatar, she's a runaway, tell her to come to this channel and know more about Qatar. And let's do this together. Okay guys, let's start the video. So guys, I hope this camera is good. So guys, as you have, if you have been following me, I have said I have been to 4 countries. 2 countries have been deported. 2 countries. Now I'm currently in Iraq and I'm doing good. This country, I don't want to be deported. I'm like, really, I don't want to be deported. This country, I'm really working very hard. I don't want issues with the government of Iraq because this is the worst country you can be a runaway. Anyway, there are those people kichwa ngumu kama sisi who are still runaway, and thank you. Continue working hard. Natupangwingwi, we'll still do it. Isn't it? As Kenyans, we always do that thing. Tunawachapa ile kiboko, akituletea kichwa tunaonyesha sisi ndio kichwa. So I want to talk more about Qatar, and I think I have been in Qatar for almost 2 years. I went to Qatar for 2 years. 1 year I was in contract and 1 year I was a runaway. And the time now I felt like I really want to go home. Me, thank God, because I have never been caught by police. Yani, I have never gone in a way that will be running up and down with the police. I've been always be very cool, especially if I'm a runaway. I always maintain my peace. I don't do partying, I don't do alcohol, I don't go around. Even we used to prefer to send someone to go and buy for us things and bring for us in the house, just to avoid those commotions with the police, or to just avoid you going and being spotted somewhere and being followed by the police or the CIDs. Those who are in Qatar really knows what I'm talking about, especially when you go to the malls. It's all up and down. So for me, I worked for that whole year very well. No collusion with the police. I never came around with police, but we used to stay 3 girls. We had rented an apartment as 3 girls. We used to stay 2 of my friends and me, so we were 3. But at the end of it, before we came to go home, we became 4, so we used to share the cost while we are 4 girls. But in the beginning, we are only 3. So one thing I came to learn about Qatar is, those who are in Saudi can witness this. If you learn away and you go to house and you start paying the rent, most of the people, no, not most, all the people who are in Qatar and they are in Saudi and they are run away, you always pay rent after every 6 months. That is how the Saudis people are. But when you come to Qatar, you always pay rent every month. Every month you pay rent, you see. So it's always sometimes very hard to be able to take a house by yourself, because you are paying this rent every month, and you find that the houses in Qatar, maybe the cheapest, it will be 1,200 or 1,500, and you can't manage to pay 1,500 and you are just a housemaid, and the work you are working in, you are only paid 2,000. So you have to find friends and share the cost. At least even if you pay 500 each, it will make sense, you see. So we stayed in Qatar for 1 year as a runaway, and I thank God because it was very smooth for me. I can't lie, I've never collided with police, and it was just a good year for me. So when COVID came, those who were in Qatar during COVID, I know there are so many people still in Qatar, they are working, and we are with them during the COVID period. When COVID came, and it was like, no, if you are going to work, you have to have that. There was that scanning in the phone, and you had to do it using your passport or your ID. And things started becoming so tough. You could not go to work without those vaccination cards, and you could not go to the work without those cards showing that you don't have COVID. And it was so much for us, and it had reached time that even for me, I felt I was tired, because I know every person who ran away always give herself a period that you want to stay in that country as a runaway, if you are not caught by the police, that is. So for me, I had already started getting tired, and I was feeling like now it's time for me to go home. So we sat down with my friends and we talked, and we felt like everyone needed to go home. So this day came, we went to the embassy, to the Kenya's embassy in Qatar, those who know it. We went there, we pangadi the line, and someone spotted us and came and asked us, what do you want, which services do you want us to offer for you? And we told the person we want to go home. We just want to know the process of going home. And the person called us and told us, when you come to the embassy, the only way they will help you is you come with a ticket, then they will do the process for you to go home after you have the ticket. That time, because of the COVID, they used to book. And for us, I think we were to be given a number like 2,000 and something. And I asked my friend, hell, while will we be leached? Because they were saying the planes that were given from the Qatar Airways were the planes, then they could pick some people. It's not everybody could go. You see, they could pick some from the embassy, some from the deportation, and some from outside, those who have paid the ticket. Yani, those who have their IDs and everything, they want to go home from the companies. So the person told us, do this, take yourself to the deportation center. It will be much better, and do not pay the ticket for yourself. So we went back home, packed our things. Yani, we were feeling like tumekalia miguu. Me, I just I wanted just to get out of Qatar without any reason, because I had not gone through stress in Qatar. Qatar was a year that I until today I celebrate myself being in Qatar, because I have seen what I did in Qatar, and it's something that it's helping me until today. So we went home, packed our things, and we left. The following day we left. We stayed in the house the whole day, and we left at around 4. We needed to go doing some shopping so that we can go to the deportation. Those who know to the deportation in Qatar, So we took an Karwa taxi, took us a friend. He was our friend. So we called him, he came and picked us and took us to the deportation. So when we reached to the deportation, it's so first is the station. There is a station like the police station. Then the deportation, it's there inside. But first of all, you have to pass through some police officers. Then you'll be taken to the deportation. The deportation is still inside that police station, so it's a very big area. So we went, but unfortunately it was very late. We reached at the deportation at around 6, and they had already closed. I think 6:30 they had already closed. So we talked with an officer who was there at the gate, and he asked us what we want, and we said we want to go home. He told us maybe you go back home, you go back to where you have come from, and come back tomorrow morning. And we were like, no, we can't go back, because the friend who had brought us to the deportation had already left. So calling him back to come, and we just said, come and buy, we are staying, tunaka hapa, we are staying here. So we just went around there. The police officer, you could see them changing their duties. Those from in the evening, they came at 10, they changed the duties. We are still seated there, and nobody even is asking you hi or what do you want. Only that police officer who was in the gate that asked us what we want. So when it reached at around 11 at night, still we are there outside. You know, Qatar is very hot. We went home at July. July in Qatar, it's very hot. It's this season, it's very hot. So we were just there outside. There is no cold, so even if you stay there and sleep there, there is no problem. It's not cold. So we stayed there, and there is security, so we were not afraid of anything. We stayed there until 11. They brought for us food. One of the officers brought for us food. We were 3. He brought us those rice and chicken and some Pepsi. We ate. We still continued sitting there at around 2 a.m. The police officer came, called us, and told us to get in to the reception, sleep at the reception. Then at around 6:30, he called us and told us to get out, because you know the other officers were getting in, so that they cannot see us. We slept inside the station. So we got out, and people started coming in, and now I think there you get to the police station, and according to what you want to be served with, it's you just go to the tellers according to what you want. So they spotted us, and they asked us what we want, and we said we want to go home. So we were taken direct to the office that dealt with the people who want to go home. We went there, we found a madam. There were some Filipinos, there were some Ethiopians there who are still there, but they had come and booked, so they already knew what they were doing. So they came. For them, they were coming for the tickets. That time, during COVID period, because the deportation was so much full, people could come, book their tickets there from the deportation, and go back home. So when it's almost maybe 2 days to go home, the deportation center could call you, come pick your ticket and go with it. Then you'll come the day of traveling. So we found those the Ethiopians and Filipinos. They had come to pick their tickets and their passport to go home. So we went. The madam asked us what we want. We told her. One of my friends didn't have a passport. Me and the other girl, we had our passport. Me, I had my own passport. So the other girl didn't have her passport. So we went. We took the fingerprints. They took us the fingerprints, and they went with them there inside in the computer. So the other girl just found that her passport had already been returned in the deportation. So she was given her passport. We were asked, we were taken the fingerprints, and we were taken her photos. That is something that happened immediately we got to the station. And like the Saudi thing, when you get to Saudi, they will take you the fingerprints and the photos when the embassy come. You see, now in Qatar, you are taken immediately. So we were taking the photos and the fingerprints, and the madam asked us, where is your bags? How do you want to go home without your bags? Or where are your luggages? We told her they are not very far. She asked us, is it a place that you can call someone and bring them to you right now, within the next 1 hour? We said yes, of course we can do it. So she told us, just go out, go pick your luggages and come back with your things, everything that you need to travel with. That's what we did. We left the passport inside and we went back to the gate. We called our friend and we had already packed our things, so his work was to just go pick our bags and bring them to us. So he went, picked our bags and brought them to us within that minutes. It was not far, because from the deportation center we were staying at not Yemama, what was that name called? I can't remember that name, but Mansour, not Mansour, Zumama. We are staying in Zumama. So we are staying behind the Zumama health center that time, so it was not very far. So our bags came, we went for the checkup again, we finished and we are taken now to the center. Before you reach now to the deportation center, you will pass like 2 stations in between between the deportation, between the office for the police, where you are taking the fingerprints and everything, until you reach the deportation where now people are kept. You will go through 2 centers, to post. Now in those 2 posts, you are asked if you have money, if you have your phones. So you have to leave your phones there, but you can hide a phone, it doesn't matter. But the reason why they tell you people to leave their phones there, in case it go and get lost inside, don't claim them. Yani don't come complaining to them that my phone was stolen. So you just leave everything there yours, which is necessary and or which is expensive. You leave them with them. They take for you a number, so they'll take, if it's our phone, like me, they took my phone. I had 3 phones and I have like a small one. So I left 2 phones. I took one inside with me, and the 2 they were put in a bahasha, in an envelope, covered, sealed, and I was given the number of that envelope. So I went inside with that number for the envelope. So we went there, we were registered again at the door. After now the post, immediately you are taken to the center, to the deportation center. Now we went there, we were welcome. Yani they are good. Generally, I can say Qatar deportation, their processes are very good and they are very nice, and the services are very nice compared to the services in Saudi. So we went, reached at the center. We were given some numbers. Mine was 4839. That was my number that I could be called with. Anytime I had 4829, I knew it's my name. So when you reach at the center, they always give, when they register your name at that book, you will always be given a number. Because these people have a problem in pronouncing our names, so they always mention that number. They'll call your name, but if you don't hear your name properly, you will listen to the number, to that code number. So every time they want to reach you, they will always announce that number. So in the deportation for Qatar, each people have their own rooms. If it's the Nigerians, I didn't see Nigerians there, I'm not sure. There were Ethiopians, the Filipinos, and now us, the Kenyans. Those are the 3 countries. And Indonesia and the Filipino were staying together. So, and there is a room for the people who are breastfeeding. Those people who have come to the deportation and they have babies, or they have got babies while in the deportation, there is a room for them. So we went, we are given the numbers, we went inside. After 30 minutes of being, now you go, there is still a room of putting your bags in. You just put your bags there. If you don't want to go with them in the room, and the reason of not letting you people go with the bags in the room, in case anything gets lost in the room, don't complain to them, because they have a room that is must, yani it's taken care of, that we are supposed to leave your bags, you see. So we went. After that minutes we were called. There is a doctor, there is a nurse inside the deportation. We were checked. I think we did the urine, the blood test. So they want to make sure that you have got to the deportation center, you are not pregnant, you don't have any sickness. That time they were checking in the COVID to make sure you don't have COVID. So our medical were okay. If your medical comes out you are not okay, they'll just call you, and now you start the medication immediately. That's how they are. That's how I learned they were. So after that we stayed there. The other thing I noted about Qatar deportation, if it comes about the food, these people, the food will always come, it's the delivery food. It's not that the food they are cooked inside the I don't know if they are cooked inside the deportation, because they are packed as delivery foods. So you just wait. We could eat at 6:30, and at 6:30, and we could eat at 1 to 2, like that, and in the morning breakfast it could come at 7. So, and the other thing I liked about the deportation of Qatar, they have a shop inside. There is always a bus that could come. It could come twice a day, pick you people. If you want to go to the supermarket, they could pick you, drop you to they have their own supermarket inside, drop you to the supermarket, buy everything you want, and come back to the center. It's not outside the deportation, it's still inside the deportation. So, but it's like a distance, and because I don't know, they think that if you walk you will run away or anything. So they will just come, the bus will come, it have an officer, of course, pick you people, take you to the supermarket, buy everything. They have even clothes. So if you are there, maybe you are caught by police, unaware, you don't have anything, don't be afraid. If you go to the deportation, there is a supermarket. You will always get everything you need. Even if it's the gift you want to buy, you'll always get things there. So another thing I can say, if you want to go to the Qatar deportation, if you want to deport yourself, maybe you have reached a place and you feel like just want to go home, just carry a cup. The thing I saw they don't have, it's cup for hot water. But still, inside the deportation, inside the supermarket, you can always go and buy that cup. It's only 10 Qatar riyal, so it's not expensive. You can just go and buy for yourself inside there. And after how many days? After 5 days, we were ready to go home. So this is a disclaimer I'll give for those people who are runaways. If you know you are out there and you are runaway and you want to go to deportation, one thing I'll always want to tell someone, please have that positive mind. Just trust in yourself and trust in God, and tell God, you know, the house I left, I did not steal anything, I just clear my record. As I got to this deportation, just make my record to be clean. Because if you are not written anything by your sponsor, they will never be called to come and confirm who you are. No, that is one thing. And if you get to the deportation, don't listen to people. Don't keep on listening to people who are telling you, you know what, as we have been here for 1 month, we have been here for 3 months, that means even you cannot go home if you have not finished 2 months. Don't. Your case and their case is different. You have come, maybe you brought yourself to the deportation, maybe them they were caught by police. But one thing about Qatar, if you are got by police, maybe in this crabbing and everything, I think they always deport you within the first 24 hours. You will be deported. That is something I know about Qatar. Within the first 24 hours, you'll be in Kenya. They don't give a shit. If you are caught in crabbing, if you are caught in those things in Qatar, immediately within 24 hours, I think you'll be deported. Unlike Saudi, where you have to wait for your sponsor, I don't know, you have to do this, the embassy will not come to look after you, the embassy will not come and take the pictures, They will not come and take their fingerprints. In Qatar, one thing I loved about them, the police themselves, the station itself, it's the one that is taking you the everything, the photos, the fingerprints, looking after your passport, stamping your passport, everything. They are the one who are doing them, not the embassy. For me, I never came across the embassy when I was in Qatar deportation, unlike in Saudi deportation, where we had to wait for the embassy to come and bring our, I don't know which papers they had to come and stamp. I don't know, they had to come and do what. So it's a lot. But for Qatar deportation, chonjo, it's very good, by the way. So if you are there, please don't feel scared, and don't waste your money going to the embassy and paying yourself the ticket. Even this can, okay, one thing I know, for Dubai you pay yourself the ticket. Well, even if you are going through the deportation, you will pay the ticket for yourself. That is, I don't know, each country have its own laws and regulation to be followed. So like, but for Qatar, if you are a runaway, if you're in the house and you feel like hell, just get out, get your own money, work hard, don't do partying, don't go around, just stay indoors. If you have that off, just go to the mall, buy whatever you want, go back to the house, and try to stay indoors for better stay in Qatar. But if you are a person for crabbing, I don't know, today you are with the Nigerians, tomorrow I don't know, you are with the Kenyans, man, I don't know, the other day you are with who, that one will make you get deported. You see. But if you want to work good, safely, stay indoors, work good, be good. That's all. Trust in God, pray God, just tell God to give you a smooth way. And that's how, for me, I ended up to be in Qatar deportation, very smooth. And I went home we went to the deportation on 1st July, and on 10th July we were at home. So we left it in the Qatar deportation on 9th July. And yet this is the time that it was COVID, there was COVID. So we had to stay that longer for the government of Qatar to give us a flight to go back Kenya, because that is the time that the flights were not going. So I think if it was like the other normal days, no COVID, no those issues, within 5 days you are supposed to be deported. If you are not caught, if you are the one who have taken yourself to the station, you don't have those cases, within 5 days you'll be deported. So those in Qatar, feel good. Know that the Qatar deportation is not hectic as Saudi's deportation. So till next time, I hope someone have learned something out of this. And if you have a question, please feel free to ask me. I think I'm trying my best to answer each and every one question. If you go through my videos and you feel that there's something you want to know more about GAF, please feel free. Even if I'm always so busy, I'm always finding that 1 minute to answer each and everyone's question. If you go to the comment section, you'll see. If someone asked me about something, I'm always there to answer, isn't it? So until next time, bye bye. I love you so much. Thank you for your support. Continue subscribing. Let's grow together. I'm promising you people hot, hey, wait until I go back to Kenya. Hot content are coming on the way. More is about to come. More is coming for you. So let's grow as we wait for that time. You know, right now, being a housemaid, I don't have a lot of content to do, because each and every time I'm in the house, I'm working. Like this time, I've just sacrificed my time for resting to do this video for you guys. So please consider subscribing, consider sharing. Let's grow together. Let's still encourage each other. Those of us we are working in GAF, yes, this is the best place we can ever work, because the salary we are getting, compared to, if you compare my salary and someone who is in Kenya, I think I'm getting same salary with a teacher in a secondary school teacher, yani a common secondary teacher, if that makes sense. Is it making sense even? Okay, with a primary okay, I don't know. Even those teachers who are working in private schools, I think we are getting more salary than them, isn't it? As much as we are getting so much tired, we are still trying as much as we get that salary. Ka 1k kakiingia, 800 ikiingia per day, unashukuru tu Mungu, naambia God alhamdulillah. Kesho inasonga ikisonga. So till next time, I love you so much. Please consider subscribing, consider giving me a like, consider sharing, and I'll be humble. Till then, bye bye.